Homestead Miami Speedway at the Ford 300, and we are in our third caution. This one, the mandatory from NASCAR, and bad news for Elliott Sadler and his fans. Here's what happened on pit road. Watch the right rear tire.
Everything seems to be going smooth. They come around to the left side. You see the official. He immediately goes to the right rear and says one lug nut missing, and you have to put it back on before you leave, or you have to come back.
He went out second, came in second. The missing lug nut, the sixth time they've had a pit road penalty this year. He will restart in 32nd position.
Ouch.
Yeah, that hurts. All right, pace car is off. Let's reset it. Brad Keselowski, and he's going to take the low line this time. Carl Edwards right alongside. Then Boyer and Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, and Brian Scott. That's your top six. Green flag. We're racing again. Whoa, look at this. We're going to try 3 wide in the middle of the field.
And at the front.
And at the front, you're right. That's Carl in the middle. And Keselowski gets a nice jump. There's Joey Logano sliding up. Now let's go 3 wide, even deeper back in the field.
You see Denny Hamlin trying to pass Carl Edwards. He's been running the bottom of the racetrack most of the race. He's kind of forced up high here.
Talked to Denny's crew chief, Jason Radcliffe, the man who is in charge of that 18 car. I started to say, what's the goal today? And he interrupted me. He said, win the race. And he reiterated it 3 times. He knows I was asking him about the championship. Would he just race against Carl? And he said, no, we're going to win this race.
See, Stenhouse tried to make a move into turn 3 on the 18 of Denny Hamlin. Didn't do that. Almost lost a spot to Brian Scott, but regains that now.
Carl Edwards in the 60 underneath Clint Boyer. That is for second on the track. He's got a nose ahead of him.
Yeah, but here comes Boyer back on the outside.
Notice how many cars are going down low here through 3 and 4.
Well, as long as you got fresh tires, you can do that and make some pretty good time. But as this goes on, you won't be able to do that as much. So they're trying to make as much as they possibly can while they still have that grip with the new tires.
Boyer trying for the race lead as they come out of turn number 2. And man, that 22 just comes off that corner so nice.
Andy was right. He's got some power under the hood of that Dodge today.
Well, that was a smooth move by Edwards.
Not going to work.
Oh, he just can't carry the momentum, though. He has to back out of it or he'll slid up into it.
That was a heads-up move by Clint Boyer to give him room right at the last second.
I know, a heads up. He was dodging him, I think. He saw he was in trouble.
And here comes the 18 of Denny Hamlin trying to take advantage of this. That's your owner's championship side by side. And the other thing that's interesting, how much of this is Carl experimenting for tomorrow, guys?
I don't think there's any doubt it's what he's doing that. See just how far he can push the issue. Getting down in the corner, maybe pulling a slide job. How loose is it going to get? How much do the seams upset the car out there? He's learning a lot here.
I talked to Mike Deem earlier today, and he said that they set this car up very similar to the way they set the Cup car up, even though the setups are a little different as far as bump stops and coil binding. But that's just to help Carl to have that feel that he's looking for, so it's not so different when he gets in and out of this car and in his Cup car.
Well, I'm impressed with this 18 being able to stay down there and not lose time. He's actually going to, didn't quite get up in front of Carl. 18 cars looking pretty good so far, Jamie.
Absolutely. Must be battling for a championship, right? Well, Denny Hamlin, remember, he wasn't supposed to be in this race car. It was supposed to be Kyle Busch up until 2 weeks ago, following that incident at Texas where Kyle Busch was parked. It was Coach Gibbs who made the call to put Denny Hamlin in this race car. And keep in mind, the 18 and the 60 each have 8 wins, so it will go by second-place finishes. The 60 has the advantage. The only way to win is for 18 to get ahead.
Well, and you mentioned Joe Gibbs. He celebrates his 71st birthday next Friday, and Denny Hamlin celebrated his 31st birthday just yesterday. As you can see, as Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Oh, he gets a little loose coming out of the corner, and it opens the door for Hamlin to come right back.
We got racing all over this racetrack. I mean, up front, you got the leaders. They were side by side off that corner, and here goes Hamlin now taking the spot, trying to take the spot from Stenhouse.
That is for 4th on the racetrack. There you see the top 4 in front of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who's running in 5th. All right, these guys look like they've settled down for a moment. Give us a chance to step aside with Brad Keselowski. He's now led a total of 37 of the 45 laps we've completed at the Ford 300.